resolution, because it'll be difficult for you to access it electronically. And so take a look at the resolution and be ready to go on that, if you will. Additionally, Mr. President, while we have a moment, we are joined by my trainer, former Madam Secretary to this body, Janine Wood, in the VIP gallery. Please join me in welcoming this dear friend back to the Senate. So let's not mess up. Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent Senate advance to the fifth order of business.
Without objections, before advancing, the President would recognize Senator Cameron and Senator Sidaway as present in this order of business. Without objection, the Senate will advance to the fifth order of business, petitions, resolutions, and memorials.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that all petitions, resolutions, or memorials be read by number, author, and title only in the Journal show. They've been read at length.
Without objection is so ordered, and Senator Lodge is recognized as present.
In the Senate, Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 102 by Agricultural Affairs Committee, a concurrent resolution stating findings of the legislature and urging the Republic of Turkey and the Turkish Patent Institute to honor Idaho's opposition and deny the request for registration of applicant Beta Zerat Bey Terkaret AS to claim the mark Idaho for use and identification of products not originating in the state of Idaho.
Senate Concurrent Resolution 102 will be referred to the Judiciary and Rules Committee for printing.
There is no further business in the fifth order, Mr. President.
Senate will advance to the sixth order of business, reports of standing committees.
January 31st, 2013, the Judiciary and Rules Committee reports that Senate Bill 1037, 1038, 1039, 1040, 1041, 1042, 1043, 1044, 1045, 1046, 1047, and Senate Concurrent Resolution 102 have been correctly printed. Lodge, Chairman.
Senate Bills 1037, 1038, 1039, and 1040 will be referred to the Education Committee. Senate Bills 1041 and 1042 will be referred to the Commerce and Human Resources Committee. Senate Bills 1043 and 1044 will be referred to the Transportation Committee. Senate Bill 1045 will be referred to the Commerce and Human Resources Committee. Senate Bills 1046 and 1047 will be referred to the Local Government and Taxation Committee. That's it. Did you read that? Okay. SCR 102 will be referred to the 10th order of business and held for one legislative day.
January 30th, 2013, the Judiciary and Rules Committee reports out Senate Bill 1016, 1017, and Senate Bill 1018 and recommend that they do pass. Lodge, Chairman.
Senate Bills 1016, 1017, and 1018 will be referred to the 12th order of business, second reading calendar.
January 30th, 2013, the Resources and Environment Committee reports out Senate Bill 1001, 1003, and Senate Bill 1004 and recommend that they do pass. Pierce, Chairman.
Senate Bills 1001, 1003, and 1004 will be referred to the 12th order of business, second reading calendar.
January 30th, 2013, the Resources and Environment Committee reports out the gubernatorial appointment of Carol Mascarenas for re-referral. Pierce, Chairman.
The gubernatorial appointment of Carol Mascarenas will be referred to the Health and Welfare Committee.
January 31st, 2013, the Education Committee reports out Senate Bill 1027 and recommend that it do pass. Getty, Chairman.
Senate Bill 1027 will be referred to the 12th order of business, second reading calendar.
January 31st, 2013, the Agricultural Affairs Committee reports out Senate Bill 1024 and recommend that it do pass. Bear, Chairman.
Senate Bill 1024 will be referred to the 12th order of business, second reading calendar.
January 31st, 2013, the The State Affairs Committee reports it has had under consideration the gubernatorial appointment of Randolph J. Hill to the Idaho Energy Resources Authority, term to expire June 30th, 2017. The committee recommends that said appointment be confirmed by the Senate. McKenzie, Chairman.
The committee report dealing with the gubernatorial appointment of Randolph J. Hill will be referred to the 10th order of business and held for one legislative day.
There is no further business in the 6th order, Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Senator Davis.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent Senate advance to the 8th order of business.
Hearing no objection, the Senate will advance to the 8th order of business. Messages from the governor.
January 29th, 2013. The Honorable Brad Little, President of the Senate. Dear Mr. President, I have the honor to inform you that Roy E. Decker of Hayburn, Idaho, was appointed to the Bingo Raffle Advisory Board to serve a term commencing January 7th, 2013 and expiring January 7th, 2016. Dear Mr. President, I have the honor to inform you that Beth Elroy of Meridian, Idaho, was appointed to the Board of Environmental Quality to serve a term commencing September 18th, 2012 and expiring July 1st, 2016. January 30th, 2013. Dear Mr. President, I have the honor to inform you that Kimberly Jo Simmons of Boise, Idaho, was appointed to the Sexual Offender Management Board to serve a term commencing April 17th, 2012 and expiring January 1st, 2014. January 29th, 2013. Dear Mr. President, I have the honor to inform you that Ken Roberts of Donnelly, Idaho, was appointed to the State Tax Commission to serve a term commencing July 16, 2012 and expiring April 1, 2013. These appointments were made subject to confirmation by the Senate, and notice of appointments is hereby given. As always, Idaho, C.L. Butch Otter, Governor of Idaho.
The gubernatorial appointment of Roy Decker will be referred to the State Affairs Committee. The appointment of Beth Elroy will be referred to the Health and Welfare Committee. The appointment of Kimberly Jo Simmons will be referred to the Judiciary and Rules Committee, and the appointment of Ken Roberts will be referred to the Local Government and Taxation Committee.
There is no further business in the 8th order, Mr. President.
Senate will advance to the 9th order of business. Messages from the House.
January 30th, 2013. Mr. President, I transmit herewith House Concurrent Resolution 5 and House Bill 16, which have passed the House. Alexander, Chief Clerk.
House Concurrent Resolution number 5 and House Bill number 16 will be referred to the 11th order of business for introduction.
January 30th, 2013. Mr. President, I transmit herewith enrolled House Bill 1 for the signature of the President. Alexander, Chief Clerk.
The President has signed House Bill 1, and it will be returned to the House of Representatives.
There is no further business in the 9th order, Mr. President.
Senate will advance to the 10th order of business, motions and resolutions. Senator Davis.
Mr. President, is SCR 102 in this order of business?
SCR 102 is in the 10th order of business. Yes, Senator Davis.
Mr. President, I move that all rules of the Senate notwithstanding and interfering with the immediate consideration of SCR 102 be suspended.
Mr. President, I second the motion.
I have a motion and a second that the rules dealing with the consideration of this resolution be suspended. It requires a 2/3 majority vote. Secretary will call the roll.
Bear. Aye. Bayer. Aye. Bach. Brackett. Buckner-Webb. Cameron. Davis.
Aye.
Durst. Fulcher. Getty. Guthrie. Hagedorn. Hyder. Hill.
Aye.
Johnson. Keogh. Lacey. Lakey. Lodge. Martin. McKenzie. Mortimer. Nonini. Nuxel. Patrick. Pierce. Rice. Schmidt. Sidaway. Stennett. Thane. Tippett. Fick. Work. Winder. Bach.
Roll call shows 34 aye, 1 nay. More than two-thirds majority having voted in the affirmative, the rules have been suspended. The Senate now has before it for final consideration Senate Concurrent Resolution number 102. Secretary will read the resolution.
In the Senate, Senate Concurrent Resolution number 102 by Agricultural Affairs Committee, a concurrent resolution stating findings of the legislature and urging the Republic of Turkey and the Turkish Patent Institute to honor Idaho's opposition and deny the request for registration of applicant Beta Zerat Ve Tekeret AS to claim the mark Idaho for use in identification of products not originating in the state of Idaho.
Senator Baer.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that further reading of Senate Concurrent Resolution 102 be dispensed with, and the journal reflected has been read in length.
For the unanimous consent request, is there objection? Hearing none, it is so ordered, and Senator Baer is recognized to open debate on the resolution.
A motion may be in order, Mr. President.
You can do that too.
Thank you. Mr. President, I move adoption of Senate Concurrent Resolution 102.
Mr. President, I second the motion.
You've heard the motion and the second, and Senator Baer is recognized to open debate.
Thank you, Mr. President. I appreciate that. Senators, Mr. President, this concurrent resolution is all about trademark infringement, particularly in regards to Idaho's registered trademark, our primary and most important trademark of all, the name Idaho. Trademarks are a form of intellectual property, and once approved, give the owner the exclusive rights to a brand. This exclusive right prevents anyone from using that name protected under the goods covered by the application. Idaho lawfully owns its own trademark and properly, very vigorously defends our trademark. It is the policy of Idaho to use a particular type of trademark called a certification mark that allows any producer of Idaho products to use the name Idaho in marking their products, and here's the qualifier, so long as they meet quality standards. We have some great examples of how trademarking and branding has been effective in the state of Idaho. Case in point, the name Famous Potatoes, known nationwide. If somebody mentions Idaho, that trademark name, Famous Potatoes, comes to mind, and of course we know that Idaho makes the best potatoes. This resolution is a response to a trademark application that was filed in Turkey by a private company called the Beta Agriculture and Trade Company. The application is filed under an international Class 31, which basically includes all agricultural products, horticulture products, seeds, live animals, eggs, live and dried plants, and malt. The application is currently pending before the Turkish Patent Institute, which is a government agency and is in the business of granting or denying trademark applications. And this would be analogous to U.S. Patent or Trademark Office back in Washington, D.C. The office currently has a time period that is open for comments, a comment period, if you will. That comment period will close quickly, February 12th. Therefore, we have suspended rules so that we can get this concurrent resolution passed. In the concurrent resolution, it requests of the governor to prepare whatever documentation is needed so that he can and we can make proper comments to the Turkish Patent Institute. The February 12th deadline is very important. The Idaho Potato Commission has retained attorneys in Turkey who have recommended this pathway as the best pathway to be able to address and make comments. Certainly, we need to pursue this at the federal level as well. I have less confidence that we could get anything done through the federal level by February 12th. Therefore, it's important that we pass this resolution today. You'll notice that on your desk you have a yellow paper indicating the support of the food producers of Idaho, which encompasses basically every grower association in the state. With that, Mr. President, debate is open.
Debate being open, is there further debate? Hearing none, Senator Bears recognized. Closed debate.
Thank you, Mr. President. Debate is closed.
Debate being closed, the question is, shall Senate Concurrent Resolution number 102 pass the Senate? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it. And Senate Concurrent Resolution 102 has passed the Senate. Is there correction to the title? Hearing none, title is approved, and SCR 102 will be transmitted to the House of Representatives.
Mr. President.
Senator Davis.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that the gubernatorial appointment of Senator Lee Heinrich to the Board of Tax Appeals holds its place on the 10th order of business until this coming Monday. May I explain?
Senator has the floor.
Senators, the floor sponsor has other assignments both today and tomorrow and is unable to make that presentation.
Hearing no objection, it is so ordered. Senate now has before for final consideration the committee report dealing with the gubernatorial appointment of Sue A. Payne to the Commission for the Blind and Visually Impaired. Secretary will read the report.
January 30th, 2013, the Health and Welfare Committee reports it has had under consideration the gubernatorial appointment of Sue A. Payne to the Commission for the Blind and Visually Impaired, term to expire July 1st, 2015. The committee recommends that said appointment be confirmed by the Senate. Hyder, Chairman.
Senator Bach.
Mr. President, I move the Senate adopt the committee report.
Mr. President, I second the motion.
You've heard the motion. Senator Bach is recognized to open debate on the motion.
Thank you, Mr. President and fellow senators. I'm here to support the nomination of Sue Payne to the Idaho Commission for the Blind and Visually Impaired. Sue lives, or I should say she used to live in my district, but she was taken away from me as a result of reapportionment. But I've knocked on her door several times and don't specifically recall her, but she was from an excellent legislative district, I'll tell you that. But in our review of her qualifications, I can see that she has been involved in vocational rehab for 29 years. And she has volunteered for numerous boards. The list is probably longer than my arm. I just turned the page and I can see that she has served what appears to be more than 30 different volunteer boards related to her profession. I certainly was impressed with her calm demeanor and excellent testimony, and I do think she is not only deserving to be on the commission, but she is actually volunteering to participate in the commission following her retirement in 2007. So with that, Mr. President and fellow senators, debate is open.
Debate being open, is there further debate? Hearing none, Senator Bach is recognized. Closed debate.
Yes, Mr. President and senators, the debate is closed.
Debate being closed, the question is, shall the Senate adopt the committee report? All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, and the report has been adopted. The report will be filed in the office of the Secretary, and the Governor will be so notified.
There is no further business in the 10th order, Mr. President.
Senate will advance to the 11th order of business, introduction and first reading of bills. Senator Davis.
And, I ask unanimous consent that all bills on first reading be read by number, author, and title only, and the general show they've been read at length.
Hearing no objection, is so ordered.
In the Senate, Senate Bill number 1048 by Judiciary and Rules Committee, an act relating to driver's licenses, to revise conditions when the Idaho Transportation Department may suspend a driver's license for non-payment of a traffic infraction penalty. In the Senate, Senate Bill number 1049 by Resources and Environment Committee, an act relating to the Oil and Gas Conservation Commission, to remove reference to the State Board of Land Commissioners comprising the commission.
Senate Bill 1048 and Senate Bill 1049 will be referred to the Judiciary and Rules Committee for printing.
In the House of Representatives, House Concurrent Resolution number 5 by State Affairs Committee, a concurrent resolution stating findings of the legislature and commemorating the Idaho Territorial Sesquicentennial and providing that the Legislative Auditorium be named the Abraham Lincoln Auditorium. In the House of Representatives, House Bill number 16 by Health and Welfare Committee, an act relating to prescription tracking to clarify that pharmacists and practitioners may share information.
House Concurrent Resolution number 5 will be referred to the State Affairs Committee, and House Bill number 16 will be referred to the Health and Welfare Committee.
There is no further business in the 11th order, Mr. President.
Senate will advance to the 12th order of business, second reading calendar. Senator Davis.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that all bills on second reading be read by number and author only, and the journal show they've been read at length.
Hearing no objections, so ordered.
In the Senate, Senate Bill number 1007 by Transportation Committee. In the Senate, Senate Bill number 1008 by Transportation Committee. In the House of Representatives, House Bill number 2 by Revenue and Taxation Committee. In the House of Representatives, House Bill number 3 by Revenue and Taxation Committee. In the House of Representatives, House Bill number 4 by Revenue and Taxation Committee.
Senate Bill 1007, Senate Bill 1008, House Bill 2, House Bill 3, and House Bill 4 will be referred to the 13th order of business, third reading calendar.
There is no further business in the 12th order, Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Senator Davis.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent to advance to the 15th order of business.
Hearing no objection, the Senate will advance to the 15th order of business, miscellaneous business. Senate is in the 15th order of business.
Thank you, Mr. President. Personal privilege, if I may.
Senator has the floor.
Mr. President, Senators, we're going to just give you as much lead time as possible. It is our intent next week to start at 11:15 a.m. So if you'll just kind of plan that way, we'll see if we can make it a whole week with that time frame. We're going to adjourn now, however, till tomorrow at the hour of 11:30 a.m. And before I do so, I ask if there are introductions or announcements.
Senator Winder.
Thank you, Mr. President. As you can see on the 14th order of business, we do have a Senate bill up there for possible amendment. We'd like to start that process next week, so if the sponsor for that could have the amendments into the Secretary sometime before 4 o'clock on any given day besides Friday, it'd be most helpful. Thank you.
Further announcements. Senator Fulcher.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senators, just a quick reminder that today is a deadline for a campaign finance report. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I think it's November 17 through December 31. Just wanted to provide a reminder. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Davis.
Mr. President, I move the Senate adjourn to the hour of 11:30 a.m. tomorrow.
Mr. President, I second the motion.
Further the motion and the second that the Senate adjourn until 11:30 a.m. tomorrow. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Senate will stand adjourned.